Greetings and welcome to Holy Week. This week I'm only going to do the one video ramblings. Yesterday was fairly hectic. Today is Holy Thursday, and Good Friday is going to be reasonably hectic as well. So let's just go back to what we're celebrating, the Triduum. It starts in about 6 hours, and we will go from there into the mystery of the suffering, death, and resurrection of Jesus, our Saviour. Over these past few days, I've been reading a book by Father Ron Rolheiser, the Canadian Oblate Father, who's written a book called The Passion and the Cross. It was written in 2015 and has some interesting kind of thoughts that run through it, and I'm sorry that I didn't read it much earlier in Lent, but it has been a great Holy Week read, and so I'm enjoying it thoroughly. One of the things he speaks about is in the first chapter, the fact that Jesus lived for 33 years. His ministry of teaching and healing and preaching and all the miracles and everything that he did took 3 years, but it was in the final 3 days before he was arrested and between the time of his arrest and the resurrection that his saving action really came into being. And it was just an interesting kind of thought pattern over these days, that after everything that Jesus had done, it was in the 3 days between the time he left the upper room to go to the Garden of Gethsemane until the time of the resurrection. Most of what happened to Jesus at that time he had no control over, and in fact for most of the time it was simply things happening to him. He answered questions, yes, but everything was out of his control, and yet it was in that passivity, the passion, the passion of Jesus, that the real essence of his ministry was made real for us. So it was an interesting thought. So this weekend I hope and pray that you too will have the opportunity to just sit and reflect on what it is that God will do to you in and through these days. You don't have to do a lot, but I invite you to sit quietly with the Lord and recognize all that happens and understand that as being a sign of his immense and unbearable love for each one of us. It can't be contained, it can't be anything else except totally, complete and absolute love. I pray that your Holy Week, your celebration of the Triduum, your celebration of Easter will be an opportunity for you to know something of the fullness and the richness of this love. May God bless you, and may he bring you lasting peace.